The real NV87, the blind NV87, the NV87 who doesn't care what the screen looks like. Good morning, it's Monday, the 25th, and I don't know that this is going to be a daily vlog, a weekly vlog, or just a time that I'm going to start listing off everything I have to be thankful for, but on this Thanksgiving week, you know, if ever you're going to think about what you're thankful for, this would be it. Well, I've got a lot to be thankful for, but the first thing that comes to mind has to do with... I hate when words literally get caught in my throat. Has to do with something I was just watching. I'm thankful that sometimes when I advocate for myself and for every other blind person in the area or in the nation or in the whatever, sometimes people actually listen to me. And I want to say publicly, good job, Kristen and Kyle. I've tweeted to you, Kristen, and told you how happy I am about what you're doing. I don't follow Kyle, but I watch his reports sometimes. Good job, Kyle. You've finally done it. Who are Kristen and Kyle? What am I talking about? Kristen and Kyle are a couple of investigative reporters on my local news station. And when it came to their promos, they were good at grabbing your attention. But in the beginning, they were not so good at recognizing that they did have some demographic, I strongly believe, of more than one person who could not see their screen. And therefore, they couldn't just flash when their report was airing on the screen. If you remember, in August, I did a reaction video to a investigative video about school buses where kids not only misbehave, they literally hurt people or try to hurt people. And I basically was saying I understand where there's a big problem there. I hope that the school districts start putting special education aides, or para-educators as they called them, on the buses, because as a lawyer said that was interviewed for this report, if there's a student on this bus that has severe aggressive physical tendencies, they need to have an aide with them. And I totally agree after what was shown at the beginning of the report. But before any of that, I said sarcastically, good job, Kristen. Tell me when it's actually on. Because I think I started the thing with a preview for it, a promo, where she talked about it, she showed some footage, and then you just heard music. And I actually said, if anyone heard a Monday Night at 6 in that, let me know, and then we're going to have a Yanny Laurel debate. It wasn't there. Funny how no one said anything. Well, I don't think Kristen saw that video. I think she read some of the tweets that I had sent. I didn't tweet specifically about that report, but then she and her colleague went on to continue these promos that grabbed your attention. Either you were interested in the topic or you weren't. But if you were, you would go on to hear music. No sign of when anything was. And since I followed Kristen on Twitter, at least once I tweeted her and said, okay, I just caught the preview for this investigative report coming up, probably on one of these 6 o'clock broadcasts. And you told me everything except one thing. When's it on? I'm blind, and I am not the only blind viewer you have, I know. People like me watch with our ears, and when you just flash it up on the screen, we have no idea when to watch. Low-key, I often watch a 6 o'clock broadcast anyway, so I'd probably pick it up. But that's not the point. The point is, I know the V in TV stands for vision, but you can't only flash stuff up on the screen, or only have things coming up on the screen that gives you any idea of what the damn advertisement's for. Wait till I go off on that. I could create a whole series about that. But in the moment she answered the question, but then here lately she's really started putting out an effort to to take the 2 seconds it takes to say day and time. And I'm really proud of her for that, and I tweeted as much to her. What I didn't say in that tweet was, if only your coworker would do the same thing. He wasn't doing it. In fact, at least once it was one of his reports that I had to tweet Kristen and say, your coworker never announced when that was going to air. When am I supposed to watch if I want to see that? So I don't know if Kristen pulled Kyle aside and said, gee, I think you should start doing what I'm doing. I didn't just start doing that randomly. I heard from blind people. Or I don't know why he started doing it, but good job, Kyle. You're doing it now, too. I've noticed that in the past couple of previews, and keep up the good work. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 7:35 a.m. Enjoy your morning.
I'm thankful that I was able to set her up. I've thought about buying another one, like for elsewhere in the apartment, but actually, I can make it about the money, but a part of the reason why I'm not doing it right now is last time I tried to get into the app, it wanted me to do a CAPTCHA, and blind people can't do CAPTCHAs. That fact still remains. NV87, what is a CAPTCHA? A CAPTCHA is one of those damn things. You log in or you create an account or something, and instead of a checkbox that you can double tap on or hit the space bar on or hit the enter key on or hit whatever on the keyboard or on the touch screen that works for a blind person amounts to hovering the mouse over it and clicking it, on that checkbox that says, I'm not a damn machine, put me through, it says, type the characters that you can see in this picture. Okay, newsflash, blind people can't see pictures, and when you have a give me an audio CAPTCHA link that won't work, that's not helpful. But I'm thankful that I was able to set the one up that I do have almost a year ago. I'm thankful that actually it was a year ago. Cleaning has never been my strong suit. And frankly, what's easiest is if I just get a person who can see to do it for me. Is that being the most independent blind person on the face of the earth? No. But is that what I choose to do and makes my life just all the easier? Yes. And I'm thankful that she's here. I'm going to just take time here to say some things that come to mind that probably should have been first on the list, but my apartment, the fact that I have things to eat, the fact that I've got a job to go to. I mean, these are things that I'm glad I have and that so many people want, but unfortunately not everyone has. There are plenty of people who in their heart they just want to work, but they can't find a job. There are plenty of people worse than that who don't have a place to sleep, a place to live, or if they can afford a place to sleep, a place to live, they can barely afford to eat, so they end up either starving themselves or I don't know, dumpster diving for somebody's half a burger they didn't want to eat, or steal money. I don't know what all they do, and I don't want to know. I just say, God bless them. And I hope that in this partially heartless, partially compassionate world that we live in, more often than not, people in those situations can cross paths with the compassionate person that says, you know what, God has blessed me so richly. Here's some money, I have it to spare, go buy yourself a meal. That way they don't have to steal it, but they can still eat. I'm really blessed, and I have a lot of reason to be thankful just for the basic things. Because the sad fact is there's too many people that don't have the basic things. I'm thankful that my ride, I don't have time to be doing this, it's actually out there, but I'm thankful that my ride is not going to ditch me, because it's not door-to-door transit. It's my preferred ride service, which sometimes it's available, sometimes it's not. Today it was, and tomorrow it is, and I'm happy about that, and I'm thankful about that, and I don't have time to be doing this, so I'm going to stop this now and go to work. Now it's the next day, and I'm so thankful for Ira. Ira is a smartphone app that connects blind people to human beings who have been highly trained by this company that they're working for to describe things optimally for blind people. That's how to describe Ira without taking 20 minutes. And there's a lot of reasons why I'm thankful for them. But the one that I'm thinking about right now is I used them to try an app that I recently downloaded and set up an account with. And I'm disappointed to say it didn't work the way it was supposed to. Even though the IRA agent talked me through getting things lined up correctly. It's probably just the principle of the thing. Blind people can't take accurate pictures. I know as soon as I say that, my comments will blow up with blind people saying, oh yes we can. Well, watch any of my one takes, I can't. And even with the help of Ira, I couldn't today. Well, I don't know if it was my fault, the app's fault. I mean, the agent said it was a good picture. For some reason, the app didn't like it. I don't know. That app just might not work. That app just might not work for me. But without Ira, I wouldn't have even have given it a thought. Because anything taking a picture based does not work for me. That has been the attitude that I've always had. But with Ira and their partnership with TeamViewer, which does not let the IRA agent take over your iPhone, but it lets the IRA agent see what your screen sees and see what your camera sees. And theoretically, if the app and the agent would see things eye to eye, meaning if the app would acknowledge what the agent is saying, it would make it possible for blind people to upload receipts to places like Ibotta or Fetch Rewards. I haven't tried Ibotta yet. I tried Fetch Rewards and it didn't work. I should probably try again. But not when we're T-minus 15, 20 minutes before my ride gets here. But the point is, I'm thankful for Ira because if it wasn't for Ira, I wouldn't even be willing to think about trying it in the first place. I wouldn't even be able to try it in the first place. I can't take pictures, period. Until I bring Ira in, and then I got a fighting chance. Okay, it is the final day of this video. It's Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, the night before Thanksgiving. Actually, it's like after 6. I'm going to wrap this video up here with a few more things that I'm thankful for. First of all, I'm thankful for friends, family, my best friend in the world. I love him so much. He doesn't watch my YouTube channel just because he's not as into technology as I am. He's getting there. He's farther in technology than he was at this time last year. But not that you're going to see this, but I love you. And we will see each other next summer, no matter which one of us has to do what. I said this already, but I'm thankful for my home, especially on a day as freaking cold as today. I guess it's not that cold, but with the wind, it's like, it feels cold out there. And going outside from my workplace to my assistant's car, then we drove home, walking from the car to my apartment, I'm like, yeah, get me inside. Get me into the nice, warm apartment. So I'm just thankful that I've got an apartment and a family to enjoy Thanksgiving with tomorrow. And even the 30-some subscribers that I have, the fact that you guys subscribed to me is something to be thankful for, because I think 1,000 subscribers is hard to come by, and it is. But even 37, the fact that 37, give or take, people that don't know me from Eve decided, let me check her out, and then decided, you know, I like what she's doing so much, I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to her, have her in my feed. Thank you. I appreciate it. And having said that, I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you for watching. Happy Thanksgiving. I don't know if this is going to go out tonight or tomorrow before I leave for Thanksgiving, but I might just put it up tonight and get it over with. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please follow me on Twitter, or if you must, on Facebook. Check out the description below for services and petitions that I believe in. And I'll see you in the next video when you hear what I have to say.